Hey Cancer, it's MJ. We're here to do your May 2024 intuitive tarot readings. You can find out more in the description. Feel free to check out Ultra Love and subscribe. Otherwise, it's great to be here with you. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much. Thank you ever so much. This is such a beautiful community. I love you guys all. So Cancer, divine guidance and loving clarity. Cancer for May 2024, divine guidance and loving clarity. There you are, King of Cups, coming in strong. You're like very likely turning your back on conflict and drama right now. Like, you know, maybe in the home front or in some of your relationships, there's just a little bit of drama going on that you haven't got the energy to sort of withstand. Hence where you're coming in really strong and you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your well-being. You're focusing on stability in regards to your just everything. I'm getting that sense of the Four of Wands. I feel like you're really focusing on that stability so that you can have a joyous life, right? Some of you might be thinking about, this is like in the background, some of you guys might be thinking about traveling. Holiday mode feels a little bit more significant. It feels like wanting to get away, wanting to travel. Nice. Okay, so for some of you, you're really focusing on a romantic partnership. Two of Cups. You're facing this partnership. And it looks like it's been through a lot. It might have gone through, you or the other person might have been going through a lot of pain or loss or grievance, like grieving pain. Again, this is in your past though. Like you're turning away from drama. You're like, I can't do it like this anymore. And you're focusing on establishing a real strong foundation energetically, about a work-life balance. Again, why you're having to really discern, like, I can focus on this, I can't focus on that, right? And then similarly with regards to relationships, there is a loving partnership here that you're wanting to focus on because it feels abundant, and it is. There's a Ten of Pentacles. So there's a lot of just wealth. For some of you, I'm actually hearing generational wealth. So there's something about mentally, like, can I trust it, or like, can I move forward? Some of you might be feeling some doubt, and it really is giving this energy of like, it's time to drop the defenses. It's actually time to like let go of some of the past pains and burdens. Yeah, just there's a gentleness here, Cancer, especially with you coming in right in the middle of the reading. There is this sense of like really honoring yourself, really nourishing your body, your mind, your soul. Again, maybe for some of you, there is actually some travel opportunities. And it could be coming through work, or because it doesn't feel frivolous nor impulsive. It feels like something you've likely been thinking about for a while. Landscaping, I'm hearing for some, like landscaping in your mind, like, you know, this essence of kind of dreaming up the kind of life we want to live. And again, it's relevant because there's a shift in the way that you're approaching certain dynamics, whereby you're not going to get invested in imbalance. You're not going to get invested in drama, petty conflict. Certainly that's not directly yours to address. This could be people you're involved with, maybe work related, maybe very likely work related, right? So some people at work just kind of throw you off, or they get into this petty conflict, or people you're living with sometimes have little like, and you're like, I got to stay focused on myself. I can give this much to this, but I have to give a certain amount to myself. And again, part of it is like this dreamy energy, allowing yourself to dream, allowing yourself to vision the kind of life that you're wanting to live. And I often really look on it like a day-to-day. you know, how we orchestrate our lives on the day-to-day level. Is that sustainable? Do we like doing those things on the day-to-day? You know, we think about self-care as sometimes I think we project self-care as this really like luxurious, wonderful thing, when if we break it down to like the knowing of the self, and genuinely just thinking of like, what are the sorts of things I like to do? Do I like to be by the water? Do I like to work with my hands? Do I like to socialize? Right? So like legit focusing on those things and prioritizing those things as part of our daily life, right? And certainly if we know certain things are good for us, going for a walk every day. Recently I've been committed to just making one meal a day, at least, you know, like carving out that time, you know, because I do recognize that the whole process of preparing and cooking a meal to then eat is a nourishing act, which hasn't often come naturally to me, right? So it's like, and it would seem that there's enough of this collective shifting and collective healing happening to allow a lot of us to finally carve out that space, or to finally implement some of those new structures to feel more supported. This is incredible, the FYI, to feel more supported, to feel in love, certainly with our significant others, our obviously romantic partnership, but this could be our business relationships, our friendships, right? Feeling in alignment, feeling wealthy, supported, like really in an integral community built on love, you know, built on reflective work, and dropping our defenses. That's a big part of getting to calmer waters when it comes to effective communication, is to not be like defensive and reactive all the time, and come in a dialogue, come in a kind of open-hearted space with regards to mutual balance, equanimity, and kind of calm, peaceful, dare I say even joyful. For some of you, I say dare say because it's like there's definitely something empowering happening here. Like, yeah. Oh, look, abundance, Jupiter, fantastic. Well, no doubt with the Ten of Pentacles, right? There's a rising power in you, Cancer, and I feel a lot of it has to do with your focus right now, and focusing on yourself, focusing on your emotional stability, which equates to like feeling stable in life. And certainly having certain pillars of stability within your community, within your relations, but maybe just shifting slightly where you're putting some of that focus. A lot of that focus wants to be put back into yourself to make sure you're calm, you're whole. And you have time to dream, you have time to vision, maybe make some plans, right? Write a few notes if that's something for you. This is gentle energy moving you forward here, Cancer. More than likely after, you know, making some pretty big changes, maybe cutting out certain food styles or cutting out certain habits and patterns. And again, to focus more on your stability and your well-being. And, you know, within our circles, being able to communicate more honestly, that can be a huge relief, right? If we're carrying burdens that cause like a weight, that's like an inner discernment and working out of where are we putting that energy. And so, and this is genuine. Like for some of you, I think you're just prioritizing a little bit more alone time in the aloneness card, or the hermit energy. Yeah, it's just focusing a little bit more time in reflection. For some of you, there is something to do with the home. Some of you might be kind of looking to embrace a little more diversity in your day-to-day as well. Some of you might be embracing certain, the Namaste card is making me think of like yoga and meditations and the Namaste Babadaris, right? Like, so some of you might be creating more diversity in your life. So putting yourself in different types of communities. And again, as part of that new day-to-day routine. More diversity, As you focus on yourself, you really do allow yourself greater abundance also through exploration. Some of you might be opening up to like different, again, yoga, namaste, meditation practices, spiritual practices rather. Again, this maybe just this time where you've been able to hang out on your own a bit, you've felt into more, visioned more. You know, it's exploration, higher learning. Maybe you're doing a course, maybe you're reading some books that are just like opening your mind, and that's also helping you maybe just project more, or project like a little bit. It's a feeling of freedom that I'm getting, like this, the travel card, regardless of like some big travel adventure, and the energetics are this feeling of more freedom, abundance. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, reflective, honest, clear communication, money, joy, you know, dropping the defenses, finally dropping defenses, knowing you're in good kind of hands, as it were, and also being more emotionally, mentally, energetically discerning with regards to where you're putting your energy and focus. And some of you are just like wising up. You're growing up with regards to like, that's not my drama. You know, you're still a stable footing, but you're just not probably maybe entangling yourself in certain, drama patterns, like, which again is more to do with other people's drama in this regard, because you're coming through really quite clear, quite focused. Again, there's a power surge. There's an Emperor here I'm looking at. It's like this Emperor energy of like bossing up a little bit in your life. And allowing that stable foundation to really kind of anchor itself so that you can gently feel into these, like, I guess, like sort of new realms where you're more supported, where you're letting go of past pain and loss and cuts and bruises, as it were, right? And then again, that can be manifest for some of you in new diet, like, but this is really coming from a place of self-love, coming from a place of wanting to look after yourself more so that you can keep showing up for the people you care about in your life. Because Cancerians are often very caring. You know, they want to provide that home, that nest, that care, that center for people. But of course, if we're bleeding out too much or putting too much energy into things that we can't necessarily cope with or even change for particularly, it burns us out. It can make us resentful. It can make us be like a crab and, you know, get away. So there's something here, shift in how you're managing your own energy, which actually it will harmonize things, but it might initially feel a bit different for you. And however, recognize May is a big turnaround month too. This can bring some more abundance, more money, more love, more sense of freedom, which is going to open you up. Maybe for travel, adventure, or just more, all that stuff, all that good stuff, more abundance. You're feeling a lot more probably like grounded, and that there's that sense of like, what now? And I think if you just focus on your personal stability, your personal love, and doing your best for other people, it's all going to kind of flow out and you can start to settle, right? So this is like dropping our defenses and leaning into some of that support around us in a clear, loving, stable way. But again, the shift is not from trying to serve everybody else, but actually knowing ourselves well enough to integrate that and kind of like show up as our best selves, kind of thing. So let me know how that resonates with you, Cancer. I am going to leave it there. That's your reading for the month of May. I look forward to seeing you guys in the daily shares. Feel free to check out the Patreon account for ad-free first access. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys next month. Let me know if that resonates. Take care. Peace out.